Colin, you have been a friend, an inspiration to me for your public service and for your extraordinary ability to bring a human dimension to everything you undertake. This has been especially important as you're chairman of the Eisenhower Fellows, because the attempt to bring together a group of the ablest people from around the world at a formative stage of their careers and give them an exposure to America has made a great difference in the lives of the fellows and in the future of their nation. As president of the organization, you have done your usual superb administrative job, and you have lifted it up to a new dimension in new parts of the world. For example, sub-Saharan Africa. So, Colin, it is an honor to be here tonight, and I only want to warn the audience that in every public occasion, Colin remembers some absurd event in which I was involved, and he's usually telling the truth. All the best to you.
I'm delighted to join you in honoring my friend Colin Powell for his terrific service over 12 years for the Eisenhower Fellowships. Colin is the quintessential public servant. A child of Jamaican immigrants, he is the quintessential American story. Colin has served in just about every important position that our country has needed him in. He's been, of course, Secretary of State and Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and he's just been an exemplary public servant. But the Colin Powell that I also know is the Colin Powell who cares so deeply about the next generation, about developing those leaders who will carry our country forward through good times and through bad. He, of course, has founded the Powell School at City University of New York to teach our young people about global leadership and about civic leadership. And I want to tell you that I know personally how important it is to Colin Powell to help bring along the next generation, because I first met him when I was a young faculty member at Stanford serving on a one-year fellowship in Washington. I was actually serving in the Pentagon for the Joint Chiefs of Staff. And this legend, Colin Powell, who was Deputy National Security Advisor and then National Security Advisor, actually called me and said, "I'd like to get to know you." What a wonderful act of mentorship. And Colin continues to act as a mentor and as a role model to the next generation. Thank you very much for honoring my friend, Colin Powell. And Colin, thank you for everything you've done for our country.
Hey there, Colin. I'm going to follow one of your golden rules and keep it simple. But first, I want to mention something that I think a lot of people have gotten wrong for way too long. You don't resemble Denzel Washington at all. The older you get, the more you look like Henry Kissinger. Colin, it's a truism to say that your service to our nation has been exemplary. As the finest military leader of your time, you orchestrated Operation Desert Storm, a textbook example of the right way to fight a war and the most successful battle plan since World War II. As a thoughtful diplomat, you helped guide our country through the tough times following the 9/11 attacks on New York and Washington. And now, as an elder statesman, your wisdom and sage advice continue to steer the next generation of leaders in America and across the globe. And so I want to congratulate you on your historic tenure as board chairman of the Eisenhower Fellows. Through your deep commitment to democratic values and freedom, you have helped fulfill Ike's vision of establishing a global network of dynamic change agents committed to creating a more peaceful and prosperous planet. Quite simply, the world is a better place because you walked upon it. Thank you.